So last time around, the Coleman CT200U with the Predator 224 did 59.54 miles per hour. Did a top speed of 59.54 and 5 seconds flat, 0 to 30. Second attempt, 0 to 30, 5 seconds flat. So this time around, to try to break 60 miles an hour, I'm going to install this flange style NIBBI carburetor. And what's cool about this carb, it will bolt onto the VM22 intake with the flange, so it makes it easy. Anyway, so I'm gonna rejet this carb and we'll slap it on there and we'll see if we can break 60 miles an hour with this 24 millimeter NIBBI carburetor. So I have an assortment of jets. I'm gonna see what main they have in here. And I might just leave the pilot. I get away with the stock factory pilot on the VM22 because we live at such high elevation up here, or 3,500 feet. So I'm not sure about the pilot jet in this thing or the main jet. So let me check them out and we'll see. I might just start out by changing out the main jet, maybe to like a 115 or a 120. And we'll see if it runs good like that. I just don't know the carb well enough to know what jet to put in it right now. So let's see what we have here. What's cool about this carb, the bowl only has 2 bolts holding it on. Makes it nice and easy. All right, let's see what kind of main we got in here. Let's see what it comes with from the factory. Okay, it's kind of hard for me to read the number. Let me see if I can pop it out of here. Okay. Maybe I can read it with it out. All right, let's see here. So it looks like a 112 in there. So anyway, I'm going to install a 115 for right now, and we'll see what happens. Because that's what I've been getting away with the VM22s, is a 115 up here at this elevation. I'll start out with the 115, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so there we go, 115. Let's pop this bowl back on here. Alrighty. Let's see if a 115 does it. Okay, there we go. 115 jet. Okay, I pop off this fuel line. So we pop off this slide. And that's another thing with this carb. I've never used one of those carbs before, the NIBBI carb, so I'm wondering how the cable's gonna work out. I'm not sure if the end's the same length as a VM22, which is 2 1/4 on the slide. So we'll find out. Might have to resolder a tip or something on here, I'm not sure. So let me pull this slide off of here. Yeah, I mean, it very well might work, I'm not sure. Let me pull this carb off of here. And like I said, what's cool about it is I can use the VM22 intake, which I'll probably just bolt together off the bike so I can make sure I get this intake aligned, because that's where a lot of the problems happen. If you don't line up that intake with that O-ring and that carb, they leak and then you can't tune them. Okay, so there we go. VM22 off. Okay, so now I'm going to bolt this intake to the carb and make sure we get a seal around here, because just like on a VM22, you can put these on there, and if you look down the intake and you turn it, you can get the you can get it where it's off to one side and then it doesn't seal. So you gotta make sure you get it lined up. Bolt this intake to the carb. So we got the carb aligned with the intake. I don't know if you can see it, but so it won't leak, because that's where a lot of the problems happen. So anyway, we bolt this back down on here now. All right, get that tightened down on there. Okay, got that tightened down on there. Okay. Okay, let's see if this slide will accept my VM22 cable. Alrighty, so pop the VM22 top off. Put the NIBBI on. So now the spring. Washer. Slide. And I'll leave everything just like it is. I think it's set in the middle probably. The needle. All right. Okay, it'd be interesting to see if we get throttle. Or at least full throttle, I don't know. Okay, so let's see if we get throttle. Looks like a VM22 will work. Yep, full throttle. So the VM22 end is the right length on one of these. So that makes everything easy. What an easy swap. Okay, got the NIBBI carb on the Predator 224. Have to beat 5 seconds flat, 0 to 30, and 59.54 top speed. So got all the stuff on there. Let's see what it does, 0 to 30 and top speed. Okay, 0 to 30, gotta beat 5 seconds flat. Okay, let's see if we beat 5 seconds. Oh yeah, first time out, beat it 4.83, 0 to 30, 4.83. Let me do that again to back it up. Okay, second attempt, 0 to 30. Okay, yeah, the bike feels a lot quicker actually with this carburetor. Let's see. Oh yeah, 4.77. So it even beat it by more. You can definitely feel it's a lot quicker with this carb on it. So now I'm gonna go do top speed and we'll see what it does. Top speed run, NIBBI carburetor. Let's see what it did for top speed. Top speed was 62 miles an hour flat. 62 miles an hour. So with the NIBBI carburetor, the bike did 4.77 0 to 30 and 62 miles an hour. Okay, so last time around, the bike did 5 seconds flat and 59.54 miles an hour. And this time around with the NIBBI carb, it did 4.83 and 4.77. So it knocked off a couple tenths of a second from 0 to 30. It definitely feels a lot quicker. And then it went 62 miles an hour this time around versus 59.54. So it gained a few miles an hour. You can definitely feel the difference with the NIBBI carb. So NIBBI 24 millimeter carburetor definitely woke this thing up. 4.77 0 to 30 and 62 miles an hour. This thing is a lot faster, a lot snappier with that carb. It's even straight chained and it feels pretty quick actually for being a straight chain. So we broke our 60 miles an hour.